What up guys, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about everything you need to know in order to efficiently trade options on ThinkorSwim. Now, regardless if you're trading in a small or big account, options can multiply your profits and increase your income. But with high reward comes high risk. Options move differently than equities. They have time decay along with an expiration date. Your whole investment could go to $0 if risk is not managed properly. Also, options are a great way for people who want to short the market but don't want to borrow expensive shares. They can simply buy put options instead. So in this video, we're going to go on a deep dive in the options grid. Then we are going to learn how to go long by buying and selling calls and puts. Now you can also write on short calls and puts, use credit spreads and iron condors, but that's more advanced stuff. Now I'm gonna leave it to another video. Now in order to trade options, you need to navigate to the trade tab, go to all products. Now enter any ticker, any symbol. Let's enter the QQQ, click enter. Now you have the options grid. But before we continue, you need to know the basic terminologies used in options. First, you need to know that one contract is equivalent to 100 shares. So if the price of one contract is $2.50, then the cost would be $250. 100 shares times $2.50 is $250. Next up, we got the strike price. The strike price refers to the price at which you can buy the contract for the underlying asset. It's not the price you are paying for. That's the bid and the ask. Think of the strike price as in the price you think the stock is going to go to. Next up, we got call options. Buying calls means you are long and anticipating the market to go up. And if the stock price rises above the strike price, the call option becomes profitable. If it goes below the strike price, then you are losing money. Next up, we got buying puts. Buying puts, on the other hand, means you are short. You are anticipating the market going down. And if the stock price falls below the strike price, the put option becomes profitable since you are going short. And if the stock goes up over the strike price, then you are losing money. And lastly, we have the expiration date. This is the date on which the option contract expires. After this date, the option is no longer valid. And if your contract expired out of the money, then it's worthless. The price you paid for it depreciated to $0. But if your contract expired deep in the money, then your profits would multiply and you would have made way more than you would have made trading equities. With that being said, let's move on. All these dates you see on the left are the expiration dates you can choose from. From the daily 0-day till expiration contracts to the weeklies, to the monthlies, to the even yearlies. And the numbers in parentheses you see next to the expiration date represents the days remaining till expiration. In case of July 24th, we have 3 days remaining till expiration. Now to view the available contracts, simply choose the expiration date you wish to trade and expand the selection. Now we have displayed the grid. And in the center, you can see all the strike prices. And you can adjust and display however many strikes you want from the drop menu in the top middle. Simply click on the arrow and let's select all. Now we have all the contracts available to trade, but you can see it's a little too much. So let's change it back to 10. Now we have 10 strikes displayed, which is way cleaner. You can also enter any custom number that is not on the list. For example, let's enter 18 strikes. Enter, and now we have displayed 18 strikes. Now the shaded areas represent the in-the-money contracts, while the black background area represents out-of-the-money contracts. And the left column represents all the calls, and the right column represents all the puts. Now also, the default layout of the grid comes with the ask, the bid, the net change, and the last. But now what if I want to add the delta or the volume or the gamma or the open interest? Simply go to the layout, drop menu at the top. Now you can select any of these study sets and they will instantly appear. Let's select the delta, gamma, theta. Now you see we have the delta, gamma, theta, vega. You can also click customize. You can add the volume if you don't have the volume. Double click, add the open interest. Double click, click OK. And now we have the layout the way we want it. Now placing orders is pretty simple. You click on the ask to buy and you click on the bid to sell. For example, let's say you want to go short and buy a put. Simply go to the left column. First, you choose the strike price. In this case, let's choose the 375. Then you go to the ask and you click to buy. Let's delete this for now. Then if you want to sell that contract, you go to the same strike price and you click on the bid to sell. Now we have a selling order instead. Let's delete that for now. Same thing with the calls. If you think the stock is going up and you want to go long and buy a call, simply go to the right column. First, you choose the strike price. For this one, let's choose the 380. You go to the ask, click on the ask to buy. Now we have an order entry to buy a call. Let's delete that. Then if you want to sell it, you click on the bid to sell. Now we have an order entry window to sell that call. Let's delete that for now. So now let's go through the full process of buying a call. First, we chose the 373 strike price. Then in order to buy the call, we go to the ask. We click on the ask. You can see the price of the contract is $4.43. That means we're paying $443 for each contract. Remember, one contract is 100 shares. So you multiply that number by 100. And that's what you're paying for the contract. Also, all the way at the left, you can see the delta. It says 77 cents. Just keep that in mind. So now we already clicked on the ask. And down below, we have an order entry window. This is just a confirmation of what you're about to do. You can see the amount of contracts, the symbol, the expiration date, the strike price, the type, calls or puts. You can see the price you're paying. Also the order type, limit market. For this video's sake, let's choose market so we can fill right away. Let's also buy 2 contracts instead of 1. Now once you're happy with these settings, go ahead and click confirm and send. Now we have another window. In this window, you can see your cost of the trade. In this case, we are paying $898. You can also see your max loss, which is also $898. So if the contract expired worthless, the contract expired out of the money, then your whole investment will go to zero. You would lose your whole investment. That's your max loss. Your profit, your max profit, on the other hand, is infinite since you're buying a call and there's no limit to how high a stock can go. But there is a limit of how low a stock can go. A stock can go to zero, and if it goes to zero, then it gets delisted. But there is no limit of how high it can go up. It can keep on increasing forever, and they will keep on doing reverse splits after reverse splits. Now in this window, you can also see your break-even price. So the stock has to be at 377.49 cents when approaching expiration in order for you to break even. Now once you are happy with the information, go ahead and click on send. And now you have officially placed an order. And since we chose a market order, we must have filled in right away. So let's go ahead and check on our working orders and positions. Navigate to the monitor tab, click on activity and positions. And down below, you can see your filled orders. You can see we filled 1 buy. We bought 2 contracts for the QQQ, expiration 24th July, strike price 373, calls for 477. And down below, you can see the positions you're holding. In this case, the QQQ, quantity 2, trade price 477. We are negative 3%, minus $33 open, minus $33 P&L for the day. Now, in order to sell the call you are currently holding, simply right-click on the ticker, choose Create Closing Orders, click on Sell to QQQ, and now it took us back to the order entry window. But this time, you can see the row is red instead of green. That's because we are selling instead of buying it. You see, if you choose buy, it becomes green. If you choose sell, it becomes red. You can also choose to sell the whole position or only 1 contract. In this case, let's sell the whole position. We only bought 2 contracts. Make sure it's QQQ, same expiration, same strike price. That's very important. Let's change the limit to market so we can fill right away. Confirm and send. And let's send it. And now we just filled. Let's go back to the monitor tab, activity and positions. You can see we filled the selling order, minus 2 contracts. And we sold it at 461 cents. We bought it at 477 and we sold it at 461. So we lost money. And you can see down below in the position statement, the QQQ, we don't have nothing open. P&L open is at 0, but P&L for the day is at negative $32. So we lost $32 in that trade. Now this is the beginner's video. This is the basics of options in ThinkorSwim. But I do have another video showing you the way I trade options on ThinkorSwim, which is the best and the fastest way to use ThinkorSwim for options. Make sure to check that video out. Now before I end this video, let me show you how to display the options on your charts. So let's go back to the options grid, navigate to the trade, all products, and now you would choose the contract you would like to display on the charts. In this case, let's choose the strike price 385, puts, go to the ask, right click on the ask, go down to send code 2, and for this video's sake, let's choose number 5, purple. Then you can go to any chart and make sure you have the link set to number 5, purple. Now, since I'm using the on-demand feature, it glitches when I try to display the options chart. And you can see the active trader is already linked to the code. So I can simply choose one contract over here, click buy market to buy the contract, sell market to sell the contract. Flatten to get everything out. So, thank you guys for watching. And if you think this tutorial has helped you out, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Peace!